Stay tuned for the film Then I'll Rest immediately after the interview. All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to North End Stories. I'd like to think that my show, North End Stories, evolves, constantly changes and grows. With that being said, North End Stories will be showcasing talented individuals that were born, raised right here in this wonderful neighborhood of ours. With this pilot episode, I am so happy to present to you North End Stories, the artist, Mr. Anthony L. Gilardi. Anthony, I know that you're an actor, you're a teacher, you're a writer, you're a director, a producer. I mean, manajala kid. Is there anything you can't do in this profession?
You will have to answer that question.
With this episode, we'll be showing a movie that you actually directed. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's a short film called Then I'll Rest. Cool.
How did this project come about?
In my master class at the Anthony Gilardi Acting Studio, there's just some great talent, like storytellers, not just actors, aspiring directors, filmmakers. So one of my students, his name is Wilson Ramirez, really good. He's a working actor. He did a monologue, just like in an acting class. It was so good that I put forth a challenge to him. I was like, Wilson, this is too good for just us, whoever was here tonight to see. So the challenge is write a piece, write a script, do something. I'll help you. I'll mentor you along the way, but here is your challenge. Do something more with this. About a month later, he comes to me, Coach, I wrote a script. And then two other actors in my studio, Johnny Alexander and Ken Black, they just formed like a production company. And they were like, we're going to produce it. We already raised the funds. So now all of a sudden, a month later, it became real.
It became a living thing.
Now it wasn't just a challenge that I set forth. It was like, let's do this. And they asked me to direct it. I said, I'll be proud to direct this. But if we're going to do it, we have to do it unconventionally, like with my directing style, which is very, very specific and a little bit unorthodox,
Like in this business, that's pretty rare when people come up with something and so quickly it's actually come to fruition.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's rare,
right.
but it is rare. And, as you know, man, you have to have balls to make it in this business. Absolutely. And if you don't do if you don't think outside the box, then it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So I've always instilled that in my actors. So then after a while, they challenge me. They're
right.
Like, now I'm like, I have to direct this now.
You talk about all this stuff,
exactly. and now it's my turn. Now they're challenging. Exactly.
Absolutely.
But it was really cool, and that's just the way it all came about.
So you directed it, and I know that, I'm a movie fan, you're a movie fan. I've seen a lot of different types of directors, so that being said, they always have their own kind of vision, a way of shooting things.
Yeah,
what is your directing style?
It's funny. That's a real good question. Nobody's ever asked me that question, and I have an answer to it, because when I first started directing, I was in a theater company. It's called Theater 68. My good friend Ronnie Mamo, he was the artistic director. He still is. And I had a lot of opportunities to direct. So I actually cut my teeth as a director in theater. And theater's different. There's no cut, reset, another take, different angle, let's get this view. So I learned how to direct in one sequence.
As if it's live.
Yeah, exactly. Like in live theater, there's no cut. So you'll see Scorsese has a oneer, they call it, a one take with a steady cam, and they follow the actor around in Goodfellas when he's walking through the kitchen, going to Copacabana. It's called a oneer. So my natural directing style, because I come from theater, was that where I shoot the transitions that I never cut. So no transitions that we don't see. We'll see all the transitions. Everything has to make sense, which means that when you're on the set, everything has to have a flow to it. My art department that's gonna stage one of the locations, they have to be right behind me. As soon as I move over there, they have to move everything just like they would if it was a live theater. And that's really cool. So that's my style. And they agreed. They were like, okay, we'll do it like that, which took some rehearsing and some planning and some challenges, but it was really cool.
Oh, that's very interesting, very insightful, like to the craft or to what a director's vision is. So, with that being said, if you do it like in one continuous shot, you must have to set up
Yeah,
things
yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have to.
And it's really funny because the style that just came to me, I didn't set out to have this style. It's perfect for my personality, like as a human. Like I'm always obsessed with everything has to be perfect, lined up, regimented. So it's the perfect thing. You have to rehearse a little bit, make sure that everything is in the right place. Attention to detail is imperative because if something doesn't tell the story, then it simply shouldn't be there. And I'll go over like some details that were challenges for us that I really feel that we like really nailed. And it's like, okay, if you're really paying attention to what you see, the story is unfolding before you without lines, dialogue, or anything. Just flow, story flow.
All right, but let's talk about the story. You know, you have a poster out there, obviously. And in the poster, it looks like there's a father and son. I don't know, brothers.
The story, yep. The story is about a father, a son, and the father's brother, which is the uncle to the child. One really cool challenge that we had is I wanted to start the story when the son was a little boy. He had just lost his mother, so now we see a man that has just lost his wife, the uncle that's trying to like babysit and take care of the 8-year-old boy. But the story, the real time of the story, the kid is 18 years old. So when you're doing a one shot like that, one of the challenges is, okay, it's easy to say like, okay, 10 years later at the bottom of the thing, it's just a completely different shot.
Just skip
but exactly, right? So you cut to 10 years later, but I wanted it to be a one shot, one take, oneer. So the way we did it was,
so may I ask? So you mean you want to show like a period of time
Yeah.
going by without
Exactly.
saying it?
Exactly. And without cutting.
Exactly.
So it's
it has
not just
all
without
one
saying,
take, in
because
other
we
words.
technically still could have put
But
10
when
years
you say
later.
cut for the audience, they're not familiar.
Yeah,
with
like we show you're watching a movie, you're watching a TV show, two people are talking, then it's cut, and now all of a sudden we're in a completely different city, a completely different moment, different location, different everything. When you're doing a one take like this, you don't have that luxury. So you have to make sure you're telling the story and stay consistent.
continuously.
Exactly.
Without any.
So we have an 8-year-old boy sitting down in the opening sequence. That's another thing. In the first 5 minutes, we have to make sure we're telling the story. So the opening shot has to be that. So the boy is 8 years old. We see the relationship with him and the uncle. We see the father, still no dialogue. And then now how do we go from an 8-year-old boy to an 18-year-old boy without cutting? So you'll see when you watch the first couple minutes, we came up with a really, really clever way of doing that, but you'll see when you watch. So basically you see the little boy and his uncle, you cut to, there's something that dictates 10 years passing, and then all of a sudden we go in another room, come out 10 years later, and still with no cuts. It doesn't cut, the first scene doesn't cut until the door closes, and then boom. And that's really cool, but it's a team effort. Like, even though like the director could come up with the concept, and not to say that's the easy part, but a concept is a piece of paper. Execution is everything. So my DP was amazing, the editor was amazing, but then there's like,
When you say DP for the audience,
director of photography.
Thank you.
That's the cinematographer that's actually holding the camera. And that's another thing, like I'm moving him around. Get under there. Like we
You're
can't
directing
communicate.
him.
Exactly. It's almost
So you
like
can
we're
see-
in the scene too.
You need him to know what your
Exactly.
vision is by.
Exactly. And think of it this way. The DP holding the camera, then me holding him, essentially, we represent you. We represent the audience. So whatever I want, like if I'm going to give the audience a gift, we have to move and make sure, okay, well, they can see that now. That's my gift to the audience. Like the main character has a construction helmet. So I want them to see that just so we could say, look, he's a blue collar man. He's working. He's coming home. It's dusk, so he's coming home from a long day without saying in the dialogue, well, I'm a construction worker and I just came home to see this. You don't need any of that. So I just make sure that we angle the camera just right. We can see the helmet. Boom. That's all we need. Everyone gets it. There's a toy in the driveway that is in his way. He kicks it to the side. Good. He's got a kid. Before we even see the kid, he's got a kid. He walks into a very masculine home. The reason why that's important is because he lost his wife. So it's got to be like plain and dark colors, either white walls, dark colors, masculine home. His brother, the uncle of the child, he's babysitting, but he's drinking a beer.
So
They're
it's kind of
watching
a little
cartoon.
sloppy in a sense that a man,
Exactly.
single man. I mean, if you're married, you have a woman. She makes sure the
Yeah,
house is
exactly.
clean and things are done right. Whereas, as
Well,
a
first,
man,
put it this way.
we're a little off.
Put it this way: a woman would never allow a man to babysit her child drinking a beer.
Yeah,
So right
I
there,
see.
like you don't have
Right.
to tell the story
That
more than
rules.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you see that, it's like, I got it, and that's the key. Like for a 17-minute film,
Right.
the first 3 minutes has to tell the whole story. I don't have 2 hours for the story to unfold in your
Right.
mind. So 3 minutes, we got it. Man, brother, kid.
Very
Boom.
cool. Very cool.
And then right after the door closes, I did a homage to Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie has these like they call them smash cuts, where it's like they get in the car, so the car door, ignition, foot on the gas, boom. No faces, no nothing. Bang, 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 bang. And now we know they got in the car and they're off.
Now I see there is boxing. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
assuming
yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
a boxing film. It's just what the backdrop.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like a boxing film, like, Rocky is a love story with the backdrop of boxing. It's kind of like that. A film between a father, son, and an uncle with the backdrop of boxing. The father was a boxer. He raised his son the only way he knew how, boxing. So now the son, who's 18 years old now, is a boxer as well.
And that makes perfect sense. Most of us want to emulate our dads.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all the father knew. So what's he going to pass down? That he passes down boxing.
Now I've seen the film, obviously. So I mean, there are a lot of people in this film. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not like there's
yeah.
5 or 3
Yeah.
or 10 people.
No, there's a lot of
There's like
characters.
60, 70 people. I mean, are these your students?
Easy. Yeah, I would say probably 90% of the actors played, even the extras, I mean, everybody, including the crew, they're all come out of the studio.
So I have a question again. Like, so you have to prepare. So
Yeah.
because you're doing
Yeah.
a continuous shot, so you
Yeah.
can't say in the middle of the shot, "Listen, I need you to get up and
Nope.
clap," or "I need
Nope.
my." What about makeup artists or special effects? You have to have them in
Everything.
place. And how does that work on a one
Excellent
shot?
question. So the way you look at it with a one shot is there's no crew. Crew, you have to be a character. So in one scene in the fight, in the middle of the fight, I don't want to give away the ending, but there's a fight sequence. And again, that's all being done in a one take. So we can't cut the scene and then go back to whatever. So I wanted our hero, the young man fighting, to get cut in the middle of the scene, in the middle of the boxing match. So now how do I do this? So we dress the makeup artist as like someone that's at the fight,
Somebody watching the fight.
yeah, someone wants to fight, but she's ringside, so she's right there.
So you have her in a position
Yeah.
that she can move real quick, get what you
Exactly.
need to get done,
Exactly.
without having a
But
delay.
essentially she has to also be a character in the film.
Right.
So she's in position, and the way we did it is our hero gets punched in the face. He goes down. I pan up again, all in the one take. We pan up to his opponent, the bad guy, just for 8 seconds. So my makeup artist has 8 seconds to put a cut on the hero's face. So we pan up. He's taunting whatever he's doing. Pan back down. Cut on his face. So the makeup artist essentially came over into the ring, put the cut on his face in a very, very creative way, steps back, she's ready for me, I'm ready for her, boom, our hero has a cut on his face.
So it's almost like you trick the audience. You put the camera
Exactly.
away from it while that person is,
Exactly.
still filming that,
Yep.
the man say who.
And that's what I want to bring a shout out to. My crew was so cool. One of my main guys, Luis Garcia, he's like the best person in the world. I literally had him because then now the lighting is a problem too because we're moving the camera around. Usually, you light
So
this
it's
scene.
consistently changed.
Exactly.
The
Yeah,
scene.
like natural. Like if I walk over there
Yep.
until I turn the lights on in that
Right.
room, this dark. But you can't walk into a dark room.
That's a tough
It's
problem
really
to have
tough
to solve, right?
So Luis had 2 lights, right? So now it's the DP. I'm holding on to the DP. Luis is holding on to me.
There's a group of you with all kinds of equipment.
Exactly.
There's wires to
Right
fall
behind the
over,
camera.
People can bump. It could just.
He's moving the lights like this.
Wow.
So and I tell him, look, as we're moving, because I can't pay attention to everything, your job is to, wherever you see a shadow, manipulate the lights to get rid of the shadow. So he's like this.
Constantly.
Guys, the whole time.
But you're at the same time, you're behind the director of photography,
Yes,
watching
yes.
to make sure.
Exactly.
Okay, this is what
So
I got. Good.
the DP is watching what he needs to watch.
Okay.
I'm watching what I need to watch. Luis is watching what he needs to watch. And without that, we have nothing.
It's amazing.
When we go into the 10-year
amazing.
span, we go into the bedroom. So now my art department, that's the person that like the prop master and everyone that's gonna do like the dressing, change the tablecloth or something like that. They have like 15 seconds to make the living room look like it's 10 years older.
So it's a hustle and bustle.
Hustle. So they're doing that, and they feel me coming back out. Now when I'm coming back out,
the pressure's
we can't
on.
stop.
Right, the pressure's on.
They have, and we're in an apartment, so they have to do all that and then run into the next room, hide so the camera doesn't see them, and then boom.
That's true.
So where that 8-year-old boy was sitting is now an 18-year-old boy.
So what the audience won't see, that there is so much going on all around you as the camera is not showing, as it's just kind of keeping it going.
I had the best crew, like the best. Like there's no way. Like I said, a vision is a blueprint. It's like coming up with a blueprint to build a house. It's going to stay as a blueprint until the carpenters come in, the electricians come in, the plumbers come in. Otherwise, it's never going to be a house.
Sometimes you may have to adjust until
exactly.
you get in there. Get
Always going to adjust. Oh, we didn't realize that this doesn't work. We have to change that on the fly. There was non-stop stuff like that.
With all that being said, I know that there was an opening shot, and I know, if you're doing a continuous shot, things can happen that are unexpected. I know that in the opening shot, in the very beginning,
oh my God,
something crazy happened.
It's I don't want to use the word regret, but just hear me out. So the way I have it is we have the street all the way down, maybe like I would say realistically like 2-3 football fields away. And it's like a nice little hill. So I wanted the hero's car to come up the hill so we see nothing. Then we see his headlights almost like eyeballs coming towards us. All the way from that, all the way down into the driveway. And then we do that 10 years and all that stuff. But what happened was we're shooting. Now we're racing against light. It's about to get really dark.
Because you have to have a
That's
specific...
it. So,
once
exactly.
it gets to that point, you got to wait till tomorrow.
And once you're in the scene, you can't stop.
Right.
So we have to get, so everything's working perfect. Comes over the hill and he's coming down. And then like 20 feet in front of him, a car backs up and smashes another car. The guy gets out, they start on. It's like and we're on, the DP looks at me, he's like, should we cut? I'm like, can't cut, we can't cut. We can't cut.
Rolling, keep
so
rolling.
we have, so now I'm like, not only did we witness like an attempted murder, but we have it on film.
So now you're like almost like you're a witness to a crime.
I know, exactly. We have it on film. So we're going to have to go to court with this footage.
Yep.
So I was like, just keep on going. And I kind of wish, like looking back, I kind of wish we left it in, because now it would tell a story that I took for granted. Because now you're like, all right, we also live in a neighborhood where danger is all around us. So you're not necessarily safe in your house.
No.
But you can't foresee that. Like all I saw was a car accident. I'm like, oh my God.
You're not thinking
so when you watch the film, the car starts after the accident.
So you actually see somebody running.
You see somebody running towards to fight somebody.
Right. Oh wow.
It's crazy.
Wow.
So, but if I had to do it all over again, I would have kept all that in.
Right.
I would have kept it in.
That's the thing. Hindsight is always 20.
Exactly. At the time, you have to make a decision.
Right.
So there's that, and then there's another thing. I wanted the whole fight to be a one take, same thing, right? And I wanted it to bookend. I wanted the opening scene to be a oner.
If I can piggyback, so in the end, it's 3 long scenes.
Well, no. There's the one take in the beginning, and then the one take at the end. In between, there's individual scenes and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Like there's the Guy Ritchie smash cuts. So it was important for me to do the whole sequence about the fight in a one take as well. But now we have, like you said, 70 extras. There's all people around, and the crowd cheering creates like sound issues, audio issues.
Okay, so how do you?
So what I had to do is, and this is like practice it, because of the sound for like the AC.
When you say practice, you mean go over it,
we had to rehearse it pretty much, right? So as we're rehearsing, the audio guy comes up to me and says, the AC is too loud, because don't forget we're in a boxing gym. So it's meant to be like like hot, it's cool. Like the AC is cooling it off. So I have people come in. It's supposed to be like an underground like fight. So people dress like pimps.
But it's not a sanctioned fight. It's not, you don't
No.
like
It's an underground fight.
It's like people
so
bet on it and
exactly.
stuff like that.
The patrons are all sitting
run
on
by
like that.
shaky people.
So there's like pimps, women with like mink coats on. So now I have people mink coats on. I have to shut the AC off, and we can't cut because I do the one take. So now people are dying. They're sweating.
And
they're
can't
dying.
be wiping sweat.
Everybody hates me.
Gosh.
They're like, and they're my actors too. So
Right.
they're like, Coach, we're hard. We're like, well, you wanted to be an actor. What do you want?
It's never easy, right?
Your decision.
It's never easy.
So we had that, and then the audio guy's like, I can't get clean audio because the fighter has no shirt on. So we can't live mic him.
Mic him up.
Exactly. And we can't have the boom guy because he'll be in the shot too.
Because
right?
the wide shot of the whole ring.
So now what do we do? So I have to make sure that I am it's like a conductor, right? And I'm like, okay, when I need the audience to cheer, I have to tell them. When I need them to be quiet so we could get clean dialogue, I need to tell them. So I got these colored cards, right? And I told everybody, when I hold up a green card, just cheer, go crazy. Put it down. When I hold up a red card, look like you cheer, but be quiet. So they go from, then they see the red card and they're just like that. And then when they see the yellow card, I want them all to say in unison, woo, 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 woo. So we start the shot in the dressing room. Father gives the son a little piece of advice, and then they walk out of the dressing room, and as they're walking to the ring, we go by like these heavy bags, and all you hear is woo, woo. Sounds slow, low, higher, until it gets in the ring, woo, woo,
At its maximum level.
But that's the yellow card that I'm holding, so I'm walking around.
To constantly be boom, boom, changing color.
It's crazy, but everybody was so great. It was just like, we all became one. The crew, the actors, the extras. I mean, everybody
was a
was
family. In the
It
end,
became a family.
Everybody
really.
works together. You're very close, and you're all in the.
We had a big discussion when everyone came into the location that day, to the set. I had a talk with them, and I was like, "Look, we can't do this without you. Don't worry if the camera's on you or not. It might be, it might not be, but we can't do it without you. So just always think the camera's on me. The world could see me. No matter where you are, you're off in the corner, the world could see me. So stay in it. If we do this together, this is gonna be badass, man. We're gonna make history."
So basically, what you said when you just said that, you mean don't stop acting until I say cut.
Yeah, and so exactly. So create a character and then live in that character as if you went to a boxing match that night.
That's your
and
life.
you're just living in the moment. That's it. And they all did it. Right? One take, one shot. We didn't even have to do it twice. We did the whole thing once.
Unbelievable.
That's how great they were.
Well, that's how you set it up that way, by letting them know, and everybody works as a team. It's a collaboration.
Setting it up is good, and
process.
I see where you're going with that, but that was my challenge.
Right.
I personally think they had a much bigger challenge than I had.
Wow.
You see what I mean?
Yeah,
they were the
absolutely.
ones, the camera was on
How
them.
to do the action, how to perform what you needed.
And then don't forget, we have a whole boxing match
going on while this is going on. It's like a film within a film, or
Johnny Alexander, he was one of the producers. Johnny Alexander and Ken Black, and he's also a boxer too. He's a stuntman, so he choreographed the entire fight. He was also running camera that day, so
much involved.
The stunt coordinator was actually the DP for that scene.
So a lot of the people in this business or in this film do multiple, like yourself. You're an actor or a writer.
If you don't do multiple, if you can't wear multiple hats,
then
you're dead in this business. If you're just one thing, you're nothing.
Yes. The better to be a jack of all trades and do them all very well. You're going to have a better chance to be successful.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Anthony. And without further ado, Then I'll Rest, directed by Anthony L. Gilardi.
many times I told you, Anthony, to clean up after yourself? Pick the stuff up. Raccoon, you watching him?
You know I am, bro.
Yeah, couldn't fool me.
Anthony, come on, don't be sad. Your dad just had a bad day. You know he loves you, right? Hey, champ, I got you, and you got me, right? Always. I gotta go, champ. I'll be back, all right?
Lucky, he has your eyes. Let's name him Anthony.
I'm sorry, Anthony. Your mother is not coming back. It's just us now.
Looks like I'm the good-looking brother. Ramos for life. Hey, Lucky, get over here. Family picture time. You're looking like your old man, Anthony.
Look at you, Anthony. You're a man now.
Yeah. What? Where is he? Hello? What happened? I'll be right there, man. Fuck. Anthony, your Uncle Raccoon's in trouble. I gotta go.
Hold up, Pop. Coming too.
Motherfucker. Man, step the fuck back out, man. It's my brother. I don't give a fuck. Cobra. I know my brother owes you money. Let me make a deal right now.
Let's hear it.
Fuck you looking at? You know me?
I'll fight Cuba. Friday. I win, you clear as dead.
If you win.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say you do beat my man Cuba. That ain't enough. What else you got?
What do you mean? You know me. You know my familia, and my brother's done a lot for you.
It don't mean shit, that's it. Raccoon's a fuck up. Always has been.
Man, fuck you! Hey, chill out, man. Come back over here. Come on, man.
So, what's it going to be? What do you have that's worth your brother's life?
My house. If I win, you clear as dead. If I lose, you get my house.
I'll fight, Pop. Come on.
Stay out of
Let
it.
me fight.
Hey! What is this? Huh?
Do we got a deal? Come on, man.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the fight will be set. Don't matter to me. An old broke down has-been, or a young punk that doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. Either way, Ramos will be in that ring. We have a deal.
Be cool, my brother. Please.
Get him out of here.
Come on, come on. Hey. Hey. Listen to me. I always listen to you. You told me to play football, I listened. When you told me to stop football and take up boxing, I did it. Stay in school, watch out for girls, gangs, be an example, I did it. I listened. I believe what you told me. Even when you wasn't around, I believed you. Now believe me. I got this. Let me do this. When your mother died, she left a big void to fill. And I didn't know what life was about till it was too late. I took advantage for a long, long time. And now life doesn't want to take its foot off the accelerator. It doesn't want to let me catch up or let me catch my breath. And I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just saying, everybody got problems they're trying to deal with. Situations they're trying to deal with. Setbacks, turn them into comebacks. Well, I ain't got no more comeback left. I got cancers. I don't know why I didn't tell you. And what you did today, no way. I'm not gonna let it happen. I got a little time left. And I'm not leaving here until Uncle Raccoon is back and safe with us. And you too. You guys are all I got. Then I'll rest. Look, he was bigger than you, but you're quicker, and you're just as strong, if not stronger than him. You listening to me? I need you to go to the body and to the head. Like this. Come up, throw the right, and throw the left, and you back out. You understand? Show me. Come on. Yeah. You gotta back out. You gotta move. Quick. Come on. Come on. We do it all the time. You got this, right? You said you got this.
You know he loves you, right? Hey, champ. I got you. And you got me, right? Always.
Hey, it's game time. You ready?
focused, all right? No matter what, you are Ramos. You got this, all right? Let's do it. Come on.
Fight. Get them punches up. Let's give him a show. Hey, hey, get over there. Hold your boy. Get him ready.
Close, man. How you feel? Oh, fuck, man. You gotta move around. Don't stand in front of him. Body shots like we worked at home and Let's go.
10 seconds. You
Let's
good?
go. We have unfinished business. Your brother's waiting in the back. A deal's a deal.
A deal is a deal? Come on, Cobra. You're just gonna let them walk?
They'll be back. They always come back.
I love you, bro. Sorry. Thank you. Te quiero mucho.
Lord, give me one more day, then I'll rest. Help my son find his way, then I'll rest. Forgive my brother of his sins. Our hearts are open, please come in. Lord, give me one more day, then I'll rest. Lord, give me the strength to make things right. Help my body heal so I can fight. Time has come and gone. It went so fast, but it took so long. Now, Lord, give me the strength to make things right. 'Cause I've been on the dark side